lines down the centre of the course, coming with an electric finish. Do it again. He's coming at Rainbow Bridge. He's a board leader and he will do it again.
Race 8 on the card is the Black Lives Matter Fillies and Mares 75 handicap over 2,000 metres. The race due off at 15.55. They're betting 4-1 the field, so it's a typical Fillies and Mares handicap and not that easy to narrow down. But I've gone with number 4, Zagara. I think that she'll give us a very good run for our money. To win it from number 3, Joy Meisha, number 8, Silver Magic, and number 1, It's a Pleasure. My roughie in the race is number 6, Queen's Plain. I think off bottom weight, she could run into the money. Zagara, course and distance winner, 1 from 1, but another course and distance winner, 1 from 1. Warren is number 1, It's a Pleasure. So there is some form going around here, and it does look a tricky contest.
It does look a tricky contest, Graham, and we've been quite close throughout the card, but we're a bit different here. You've gone, as you say, 4-3-8-1. I've gone 12-3-1-9, and I've gone to Preferential, who has to carry a heavy weight of 62.5 and has to come from a deep draw. So not going to be easy again. You can make a case for a lot of runners here. But I did like the way Preferential ran on this filly by Master of My Fate behind Diamonds and Pearls on the poly track over 1,600. I think the extra 400 will suit her down to the ground, although it does say, well, she's had 1 run for a second over the distance, so nothing to be concerned about that. But for me, Chatty Cathy, number 11, coming good again. 10, Isla Marada, knocking at the door in Rapture.
Well, the only certain way, the absolutely only certain way of getting through this leg of the Jackman Pick 6 is if you put the field in. But yes, obviously, we tried to restrict our suggested permutations to reasonable numbers, which is why we've got to try and narrow it down. I noticed you haven't really mentioned Joy Meisha. She's also 1 from 1 over the course and distance. So there are a couple of fillies coming into this race that are unbeaten over the course and distance, which is an interesting statistic.
Yes, she was 1 of the 76 last time. They bumped her up 5 points to 81, which is, you know, which she's won, and she's won well. She's beautifully bred. Yeah, she could win, and she can win. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, it is a tricky race, but I do think that perhaps It's a Pleasure, Joy Meisha, Zagara, and a few of the others may have the edge over some of their rivals. So maybe you don't have to go the whole field, but there's certainly enough runners here to warrant consideration. But I've gone with number 4, Zagara, to win it from number 3, Joy Meisha. My number's 4-3-8-1. Let's just recap quickly, Warren, your numbers.
I've gone 12-3-1 and 9. And as you say, it looks a very
Well, it's a typical Fillies and Mares handicap. It's the penultimate race on the card. You pays your money, you take your chances. I'm with Zagara.